Hello. Right, here at Autocar, we do not really do selfie stick kind of films, but if you'll forgive me, I want to make a slight exception to show you something. And that is a speedo that reads to 500 kilometres an hour. It's about 300 miles an hour. It's a big number, isn't it? I've got lots of big numbers, if you'll excuse me, because this is the inside of a Bugatti Chiron, and they have given me an entire page of very large numbers, starting with 2.51 million. I've worked that one out, including VAT in the UK, which is the price. It is the new Chiron then, replacement for the Veyron. Very simple brief by all accounts, to be better than the Veyron in every single respect. So, still has an 8-litre W16 engine. That's that. Making 1,103 kilowatts, 1,500 metric horsepower, 1479 in our language, 1,600 newton meters of torque, 1,180 pounds-foot, from 2,000 to 6,000 RPM. Drives with a 7-speed DSG dual-clutch gearbox. Permanent all-wheel drive. It's actually a Haldex clutch which puts power to the front when the back runs out of grip, so it's kind of rear-biased. 285/30 ZR20 tyres. Tyre width at the front is up, tyre width at the back is down to make it a bit more pointy at the front, a bit less understeering. Because I don't know about you, every time I'm driving a 260 mile an hour car, I don't want an understeery one. I want a really fast one. Now, the thing about the Veyron and the Veyron Supersport, and now the Chiron, is that it's been developed by Volkswagen Group, and from that point of view they want it to be a fully homologated worldwide car that just meets every single crash and emission and noise regulation under the sun. So it does. Ergonomically in here, it's as easy to sit in pilot as a Golf. I mean, literally, I'm not making that up. It is as easy to get around in as a Volkswagen Golf. That's the automatic gearbox. It is changing up at 81 kilometres an hour. It's into 6th gear. It's sitting at 1,500 revs. I mean, what a doddle. The ride is pretty composed. You can just hear it as it goes over the surface changes. That's because this car has got a carbon fibre tub. It's unbelievably stiff. Sort of 50,000 newton metres per degree, which is race car stiff. And that means inevitably that quite a lot of noise echoes through it. They've done what they can with the soundproofing, but you know, if you're going to give a car an 8-litre W16 engine with 4 turbochargers, I mean, that's quite a heavy unit, isn't it, really? So to keep the weight down as much as possible, they have tried not to put too much soundproofing in. They've tried to make it out of carbon fibre. This is still a car that weighs 1,995 kilos dry. So what's it like to drive? Well, I'm driving quite slowly because I'm on a road in Portugal, and all of the driving in this car has been on the road in Portugal, where you can do no more anywhere than 120 kilometres an hour. Anyway, what is it like? Well, it gets on unbelievably fast, right? There's a little bit of turbo lag because it's still making 200 brake horsepower per litre. Of course there's turbo lag. It pushes on like you would not believe. It builds speed like you cannot possibly imagine. It is so fast, so brutally fast. It's not an instant Tesla Model S kick in the back where it just really shoves you like that, but it just builds and it does not stop. It just keeps going and going and going. Even when you are beyond 350 kilometres an hour, it just carries on. And 350 is what? 200 miles an hour. The claim top speed is what? 420. That's limited to 420, and that is because the tyres will not cope with any more. But bear in mind, the claim top speed for the Veyron Supersport was less than 420. I think it's like 410, 415, something like that. And in the end, that did 431 kilometres an hour. Do not be surprised if this thing goes 270, 280. Tyres are the limiting factor. It certainly isn't power. It certainly isn't aerodynamics, because this is slipperier than it was before. It is also a car that handles much better than before, steers really pleasingly, rides nicely, body control is good. I've got some chassis modes if you want them, you know, you can firm it up, but it's just nice if you just leave it as it is, frankly. It's an astonishing piece of kit. Is it a totally pointless piece of kit? Probably. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Because it is phenomenal. Just numbers tumble. It is just astonishing from start to finish.